The private members' bill process begins with the ballot draw. Taking place in the weeks following the state opening of Parliament, each backbench MP places their name in the ballot book and 20 are drawn out at random by the Deputy Speaker. In my 30 years as a Member of Parliament, this was the first year that my name was picked out. Once chosen, the MP decides what bill they want to bring forwards, and due to my personal, professional and political experiences, I put forward the Down Syndrome Bill. Once decided, the bill goes to the House of Commons for its first reading. Now, this stage is a formality with no votes or debate occurring. Instead, the MP that's introducing the bill highlights that it's on its way and sets a date for the second reading. The second reading is when the bill is scrutinised for the first time. MPs debate the bill's principles and whether it's a good or bad idea, and then vote on the bill immediately after the debate has finished. In the days before the Down Syndrome Bill's second reading, we held a drop-in event for MPs to come and have a photograph taken in support of the bill. And with more than 100 MPs from across the political spectrum choosing to do so, it was evident the bill enjoyed cross-party support, making its second reading a formality. After passing its second reading, the bill goes to a public bill committee. This is where the bill is debated in more depth, with MPs scrutinising it line by line. And it's also the first stage where amendments to the bill can be proposed. If many amendments are tabled, the stage can last for a long time, but it didn't happen with the Down Syndrome Bill, as only 2 were proposed and both were swiftly accepted. Once the bill is out of committee, it usually travels back to the Commons for its report stage. For the Down Syndrome Bill, however, the report stage was combined with the third reading. The final stage in this legislative process in the House of Commons, the third reading allows for debate and a vote on the bill's final form. If it passes, which the Down Syndrome Bill did with unanimous cross-party support once again, the bill moves to the House of Lords for scrutiny by the second chamber. The process in the House of Lords follows a similar pattern to that in the Commons. Beginning with the first reading, the peer bringing the bill through that chamber introduces it with no debate or vote occurring. In the Down Syndrome Bill's case, that was crossbench peer Baroness Hollins. At its second reading, just as in the House of Commons, peers debate the bill's principles and then vote on it immediately after the debate. The Down Syndrome Bill again passed with cross-party support. In the days following the second reading in the Lords, we celebrated World Down Syndrome Day. Starting the day with photographs outside 10 Downing Street, we held a fantastic event organised by the National Down Syndrome Policy Group on the terrace of the House of Commons. With hundreds of attendees, we celebrated all those with Down syndrome, their achievements and the positive changes that the bill would make to their lives. Surrounded by this positivity and support, the Down Syndrome Bill went to a Grand Committee, the third stage in the House of Lords. Usually this is where amendments are proposed and debated by peers. In our case, however, none were, meaning that the bill swiftly progressed to its final stage, the third reading. The third reading again, combined with the report stage, gives the House of Lords another chance to debate the bill. Unlike in the House of Commons, peers are also able to propose amendments at this stage. Yet once again, for the Down Syndrome Bill, none were, meaning it passed in the same form it had been passed by the House of Commons, also avoiding the ping-pong stage between the two chambers as a result. To highlight its passage, the Speaker concluded the vote with the motion that this bill do now pass. Having successfully passed through both Houses of Parliament, the Down Syndrome Bill then received royal assent by the monarch. Royal assent transforms a bill into an act, officially passing it into law. As is customary, both Houses of Parliament emphasised that the Down Syndrome Bill received royal assent. Often, even with cross-party support, private members' bills do not pass into law because the government of the day has other priorities on its agenda. Nonetheless, the government got behind the Down Syndrome Bill early on in its legislative process, with the Minister for Care and Mental Health, Gillian Keegan, being particularly important. As it progressed, other government officials and ministers, including the Prime Minister Boris Johnson and Health Secretary Sajid Javid, also publicly expressed their support. Now legislation, the Down Syndrome Act officially recognises those with Down syndrome under law, making England the first country in the world to do so. As a result, thousands in this country will get better access to the local educational, social and healthcare services they require, with a positive impact on their lives.